Gaslighting. Maybe you've heard this word and wondered what it means. Perhaps someone has accused you of gaslighting them, and you're wondering if it's true. Hi, I'm Michael Clark with the Ananias Foundation. In this video, we're going to talk about gaslighting. We'll cover what it is and how it affects people. Then, if you realize it's something you've done, we'll discuss why we might use this dysfunctional technique and, most importantly, how to stop. If you want to stop causing harm in your relationships, you're on the right path. This is Journey of Change, a video series to help you become the safe, loving partner you were meant to be. Maybe you've heard the term gaslighting but wondered, what does it mean? The term comes from a 1930s stage play, Gaslight, and then later two movies made in the 1940s, both titled Gaslight. The story takes place in the 1800s and depicts a husband who secretly dims and brightens the indoor gas-powered lights. You know, the kind they had before the light bulb was invented. In this story, he insists his wife is imagining the changes, making her think she's going crazy. Since then, the term gaslighting has come to mean a form of psychological manipulation where one person denies the truth and instead makes the recipient question their thoughts, feelings, memories, actions, instincts, and even their sanity. Gaslighting includes a variety of techniques, such as pretending to not understand when you do, labeling your partner's thoughts as crazy or imagined, questioning the other person's memory of events when they remember correctly, pretending to forget what happened when you actually remember, denying promises you know you made, trivializing the other person's feelings as being too sensitive when their reaction is somewhat normal. So what effect does gaslighting have on the recipient? While these actions may seem relatively harmless, over time, this pattern causes the other person to feel confused, anxious, isolated, and depressed. In other words, it hurts them. Because of the profound psychological impact it has on the victim, this is one of the worst forms of dirty fighting a person can use. Remember, harming someone's sense of well-being is emotional abuse. Less obvious, but equally important, is that it hurts the person doing the gaslighting. Having a partner who is stressed, down, or withdrawing from the relationship is not what most of us want. This pattern of interaction prevents us from enjoying a close, healthy relationship. If you've looked at the definition of gaslighting and realize you've used this technique, you may be wondering, how do I stop hurting the ones I love and myself with this bad behavior? To answer that question, it helps to first look at why we might be using the practice. That often requires us to look at our past. Some gaslighters learned it from their parents or other role models. If a parent was an addict, for example, that parent may have used gaslighting to manipulate the family into keeping their addiction a secret. Gaslighting, like other harmful actions, happens when we try to control what's happening to us by controlling others. Hey, no one likes to be in trouble with our partner, engage in conflict, or even face consequences for our own poor conduct. To dodge these uncomfortable feelings, we may try to take the heat off of ourselves by putting it onto our partner. Now, I share this with you because understanding our motivation helps us change our behavior. Usually, we avoid these emotions because they are more painful than they need to be. We see criticism, disappointing others, and conflict as awful, almost life-threatening. As a result, we overreact with a no-holds-barred approach to deflecting the focus onto others. Most people, however, navigate relationships without resorting to this destructive pattern. You can too. So, what's the alternative? It's seeing conflicts, disapproval from our partner, and occasional negative feedback as not that big a deal. If we've messed up, we can simply say, I could have done better. Rather than viewing conflict or criticism as horrible, we can reframe it as feedback and an opportunity to grow. I know this is easier said than done. It takes time and practice to consistently change our thought patterns in these situations. Working with a counselor may help. One more note about gaslighting. This term is highly overused in our collective vocabulary, so it's worth talking about what gaslighting isn't. Gaslighting isn't the same as disagreement. We are not expected to agree with everything our partner says. It's normal that two people might honestly remember an incident differently. So go ahead and say you disagree if you honestly disagree. But do so gently and humbly, knowing that your memory and interpretation could be wrong. Not understanding something is also not automatically gaslighting, especially if you honestly don't understand. But if you know you're wrong but don't admit it, or you pretend you don't understand when you do, that crosses the line into gaslighting. I'm Michael Clark with the Ananias Foundation, and I hope you found this discussion about gaslighting to be helpful. Take care, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks for joining me today. I'm honored to be on this journey of change with you, and I hope I've helped you in some way. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. We'd love to hear from you. Also, be sure to hit the like button, share this with others who might find it helpful, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our future videos. For more resources, head to our website, ananiasfoundation.org. Until next time, take care and remember, change is possible.